Core Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
First down, here's Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On second down, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down. The Bengals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield, because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
11, Thomas.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Finding room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Here we go.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. A gain of 22.
Here we go.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
11,
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll run the screen to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11 mighty, 12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
11 Thomas, 11 MT, take.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion.
Here we go.
No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach perturbed his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt to the backfield. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. On the return is Williams. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by OBJ. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion left, Flowers. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, shreds the tackle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Beckham. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Lamar changing the play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go. 12, 11, 11. 11.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Burrow on play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
11 MT, take.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 11. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, here's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassini, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and make it a really...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Gun.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
12.
They go play action with Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
11.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Tyler Boyd from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7, and that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think...
And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Burrow looking to pass. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point in the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. Here it is, 4th and inches.
11 MT.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
McPherson's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They run over center with Mitchell.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in. And
there he goes, left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure,